Getting to the mines of Tingrella means riding along with an escort. The complex is up in the far north of Ivory Coast, alongside the river Bagwe, across the border from Mali. Armed highwaymen are known to roam the area. They too know gold lies on the riverbed. Originally a village where farmers and herders gathered, Tingrella has become the region's main mining city. Gold fever has swept through the town. At dawn, hundreds packed into crammed minibuses overtake those who are walking to the mines. Here, the motor taxi business is flourishing.
This is the great gold rush. Everyone wants to go there to get money. Villagers, children, carriers, everybody wants to go to the mine to make a living.
The neighbouring mine of Kopolo is just 25 kilometres away, but aboard a rickshaw, it's a 3-hour drive down a risky dirt road. These men aren't afraid of taking the trip.
There are people who had nothing. They were hanging around on the streets. And then they went there, and now they are rich, very rich. When they come back, they have money. They are generous with everyone. This is an opportunity we want to seize too.
Still, they'll need all the luck they can get. In the rainy season, the mine of Kopolo is a sad sight. A huge pool of mud where men, women and children scavenge for gold to exhaustion. And the tiny nuggets they get their hands on will only provide them enough to keep going for a few weeks.
You're still working? You go on even in the rain?
Yes, I've been working for 8 hours.
You can't stop?
No, I must continue.
All of West Africa meets in Kopolo. Miners here come from Burkina Faso, Mali, Ghana, Nigeria. All poor, all undocumented migrants. Authorities could move in any time, send them back home. Their goal is to make money as quickly as possible.
You have to work. You have to keep digging, even when it rains, from morning till evening. I stop only at night.
During the Civil War, rebel forces from the north controlled the mine. Gold was their currency of choice to buy weapons. But after peace was restored, the region's poor farmers, civil servants and women shop owners flocked to the site. None were ever professional gold diggers, although sometimes they actually do find some.
Here there is 1 gram.
Yes.
How much did you get with that?
This morning we've earned 15,000.
That's why you're smiling?
Yes.
Some 20 euros she'll have to share with the other women who work on the same vein. Molo Dagnogo used to be a rice farmer. He's now among the lucky few who've become diggers. He crushes the rock to reach the ore, some 5 to 10 meters deep, with his partner. 12 hours a day without taking a break. Anta, his wife, is in charge of carrying it back up to the surface.
It's hard, very hard. I dig a hole to find a vein of gold. And if I don't find any gold, I dig another one. And so on and so on. You have to search and search to find enough to live on.
The ore is then filtered by the river. Daily hire workers collect the gold powder, which is heavier than the soil and sinks to the bottom of the bowl. Salimata is one of them. She arrived from Burkina Faso a year ago after her husband's death.
I've heard there was gold in Kapolo, so here I am. I work for a digger, I'm not paid. If I find gold, he gives me a percentage of the sale, but sometimes I spend days without finding anything.
Lamisa Ouattara is the landowner. He takes a percentage out of all the miners' earnings. Because it causes tunnels to collapse, this rain is hurting his business.
2 people got stuck in a shaft over there. The falling rocks broke their skulls. This season we've already had 4 deaths.
It's a lot.
No, it's not a lot.
Almost all of the shafts are flooded. Ouattara knows working conditions in his mine are terrible. Ivorian authorities have said they'll close it down and award the mining license to an Australian company.
Before the mine, there was nothing here. There are now 10,000 people of 15 different nationalities working here. If the mine is closed, what will they do? Return home? They don't have the means to do it. They'll become brigands or hijackers.
A crowd has gathered around a Nigerian worker. He is said to have smoked too much cannabis and was apprehended by the Dozo, a brotherhood of traditional hunters local residents fear and respect. Here in Kapolo, there are no police forces. The Dozo is in charge of enforcing law and order.
He became crazy. He threatened people with a knife. He's now under control. How do we deal with situations like this? We settle the problem ourselves. He will be punished.
The worker's punishment, a small fine deducted from his next pay. The miners' camp is set up close by. Dozo hunters keep watch. In exchange, they receive a bag of earth from the mine that may or may not contain gold. Kapolo, its main street and wooden sheds don't come up on any map. No running water or electricity here. And no real health centre. This is home for Salimata, the gold washer from Burkina Faso, and her 4 children.
This is where I live with my children. It's a little cramped. The youngest sleeps with me in my bed. We manage. I have a lot of expenses and I'm the only breadwinner of the family. I know that I pursue a dream. I must make it come true. I must. After leaving your house in Burkina Faso, giving up everything, you have to come home with something.
In the meantime, you live under a plastic sheet.
I know that one day I'll find gold and I'll have a house built in my village for my children.
Children here pay the highest price. They follow their parents into the mine, where extra pairs of arms are really just another source of revenue. Babu was put to work at the age of 12. He sings to keep going.
Shouldn't you be at school right now? You're not going to school?
No.
Why?
There is nothing.
Nothing means no school.
I start at 8 o'clock and I leave at 4. When I get home, I'm exhausted. I do nothing but sleep.
Sila Bwelema lives in a small tent at the entrance of the camp. Strangely enough, he's actually a rich man. He has 2 wives and 8 kids. He is known here as a businesseur, a local businessman who buys miners' gold and trades it with wholesalers back in the capital, Abidjan.
I've made 740,000 CFA.
Women have all dressed up. They're here to sell their gold. A gram reaches 15,000 CFA francs, around 22 euros, half its price on the global market. Still, in this remote part of Ivory Coast, 15,000 francs is a small fortune. The rate is fixed by wholesalers, and despite gold prices soaring, it has remained unchanged since the end of the war.
How much have you earned?
12 grams, 210, 190,000 CFA. It can go to Abidjan, to Bamako, it can go to Guinea.
You know the price of gold on global markets?
We don't know it. Those who sell in Bamako are those who know everything. We stay here and collect the gold for them over there.
The dozo hunter's whistle marks the end of the workday down in the pit. Salimata climbs out empty-handed.
I'll keep searching. I'm not discouraged. Sometimes it's hard to work for nothing. Disappointed, yes. Discouraged, never.
Bruised bodies and tired faces make their way back to the camp. Tomorrow is another day, with the hope that luck will strike, that soon they'll find the nugget that'll allow them to leave Kapolo.